What's going on, y'all? Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't done so already. If you'd like to donate to the channel, the Cash App's at the top right corner of the video. But let's get into it, man. So somebody that we go over constantly on this account is Evony Prince, the account that you see right next to me. Real reason why is because he's been leaving these breadcrumbs, trying to give us clues about incidences and strange incidences at that occurred with Drake at the Mark Hotel, a hotel that this man next to me used to be a security guard at. Now he's responsible for the Meet the Grams items. He's responsible for those items and the reason why Kendrick Lamar uses them as cover art for his diss song to Drake. Now moving forward, this man has been dropping constant information about Drake, bro, and it just keeps getting worse and worse. Now, it's very mysterious and it's not direct, and it's always just something that just leaves you with more questions than answers. But this is what I find interesting. I've been covering this for a while. You can check out my channel if you want, just to see whatever else I talked about. But today, he's actually shared a post with some strange dates and names on here. Now, as you can see here, Evony Prince, the man in question right now that we're talking about, he had shared this photo of what looks to be like clothes of some sort, maybe a bed sheet, but it definitely does look like some type of fabric material. And as you could see here, if we could get a closer look at the names and the date. Now, Evony Prince has constantly shared information about Drake. We know that Drake's name that he went by at this hotel was Richard Fitzenwell. This man, Drake, had told the hotel in advance that when he wants to be referred to at this hotel, he wants to be referred to as Richard Fitzenwell. Why, bro? I don't know, bro. But everybody knows the other name for Richard. And Fitzenwell, come on, bro. I don't know what kind of gag this is, but this is Drake, y'all. Not only is it an alias that he chooses to go by, it's also a name of an LLC that he uses to purchase and sell land, I guess, or property. He sold Matthew Stafford his property in California under the Richard Fitzenwell LLC. So this is Drake by any account, right? And one thing that I also found interesting is that the Mark Hotel, bro, or at least Evony Prince, who worked at the Mark Hotel, has been dropping all these clues. But every single clue that he's dropped to this point was in 2023. Now, from what you could see here, date and time, November 9th, 2022, and then a month later, exactly on December 9th, 2022, not sure if this is a due process that they follow for lost and found items, because it's exactly a month apart from each other. I could only speculate that this item was placed in lost and found, and I'm assuming that it takes what, like 30 days for somebody to claim an item, so that way they can keep it for themselves. Because that's the whole game. If y'all don't know, Ebony Prince will be a worker at a hotel. They have celebrities stay at this hotel. Drake's not the only one. There's multiple celebrities. You could look up the Mark Hotel, and all these celebrities will come out. They basically obtain all these items, place them in lost and found, and if nobody ever comes to collect them, they keep it for themselves. So a 30-day period, it seems like a good stance for lost and found items. So it could be that. I'm not sure what this word says. It could say purge date. But what's interesting about it mainly is that now he's sharing information about Drake being at this hotel on a whole new date. And then the fact that we've only known Drake staying here in 2023 was one thing. Another thing that Evony Prince revealed is that now he's been here in 2022. Now you might think that might not be significant. Nah, it is significant because now we could look up Drake staying at this hotel 2 years ago and see what he was up to then. Now, it says here detail housekeeping, which I found very interesting because in 100 gigs, Drake drops a song called Housekeeping Knows. And in this song came out on August 6th, around the time where he was dropping the first drop for 100 gigs. And this is something that I had broke down in the video. These lyrics, I thought he was referencing Evony Prince and the Mark Hotel situation. Reading this right here, he says, I can't get no 8 hours of sleep, not when you're here laying next to me. It's like the third time switching out the sheets. Housekeeping must know that we some freaks. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think housekeeping might know that they some freaks now, because if you can see here, bro, it says housekeeping right here. And these look like sheets, bro. These look like bed sheets. Now, the only reason why I think they might not be bed sheets is because they're giving them to found items. Now, if it's just some regular bed sheets, they're not going to be just found items. You know what I mean? That's more so an item that you find that belongs to a guest, unless they just claim these items as found, so that way they could still keep them because a celebrity had them in their presence. I don't know. I'm not sure what the game is when it comes to lost and found items at a hotel. But this looks like some type of fabric. This doesn't look like, it looks like a bed sheet. It looks like one of them hotel sheets. Might even be a towel. It doesn't look like a towel per se, but this cloth looks like some type of fabric you would either wear or you would use to go to sleep. But the minute that I saw this, I thought of that song, Housekeeping, with Drake and Lotto on 100 gigs. It's the third time switching out the sheets. Housekeeping must know that we some freaks. Was this Drake's way of responding to Evony Prince and all the things that he's been saying about him at the Mark Hotel? I'm not 100% sure, bro. But either way, Evony Prince is letting us know, not only do I have information about Drake in 2023, I have information about Drake since 2022. Richard Fitzenwell, bro, 2022. If you guys know how big this is, you guys would know that we've been following Richard Fitzenwell all throughout last year. We'll look up everything about 2023, the time that he was in New York, the time he performed at the Apollo, the time that he was doing his tour. It's all a blur. Like, we almost know everything he did that year. Now, I think what Evony Prince is trying to tell us is like, no, now go back another year. Go back in 2022 and see what he was doing at the Mark Hotel then. But it's funny because the minute that I saw this photo, I was thinking about Housekeeping Knows from 100 gigs, because this item was claimed by Housekeeping. I'm not sure what detail and then housekeeping means. I could only assume that they claimed the item or that they're the ones that found it. But this is the date it was found in 1601. I'm assuming is a room. I can't read what this says. This might be purge date. So now I got to look up what happened at the Mark Hotel in 2022, bro. So this is going to be a fun weekend to have, right? I'll probably do a live and talk about it more. But what y'all think about this, man? Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video, man. Peace.